Hey guys, we're back. This is number 2 in a series of what do we got? 5, Lee?
Yeah, we got 5.
All right, 2 out of 5 Aftershock interviews, little mini interviews for you guys. We were so lucky to get this gig.
Yeah.
Man, this totally makes podcasting, not that it's not a joy in itself, but this makes it even more of a joy for me, getting to do stuff like this.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always very, last year it was a complete surprise that we got in.
Right.
And I think we did a good job of covering what we could last year. And this year, same. I think we got some pretty good interviews, Shane. Pretty exciting interviews.
Speaking of exciting interviews, this next one, I keep saying Drakulas, and you keep saying Drakulas.
Yeah. Let's go with it could be either.
Yeah, however you pronounce this band's name. If you guys aren't familiar, this band is composed of members of 2 other very popular, very successful bands, Rise Against and Lee, help me out
Riverboat
again.
Gamblers.
Riverboat Gamblers. We just talked about this.
It's the Zach Blair is the member of Rise Against, and Mike and I think Sam is the guy from Riverboat Gamblers. I'm not familiar with them, but I'm gonna definitely check them out coming up and see what they do.
Good friend Lisa Walters from Sounds of NorCal is a huge fan. She raved about them for 2 days. So
very cool.
The Riverboat Gamblers. So I'm sure they're worth checking out. You and I both will check them out. Maybe we'll feature them on a future episode as well.
Maybe.
I got to give a big shout out to our boys over at ESM7, Tristan and Eddie. They hooked us up with this interview.
Yeah.
We were not scheduled. We were hanging out. We were actually getting ready to pack it up for the day.
Little bummed out, Shane, because our 2 of our other interviews just kind of fell through the floor. No fault of anybody's, but it just wasn't going to happen.
And it's real common for this kind of stuff, but we still were really hoping to make something work.
Yeah, definitely.
So we definitely were feeling mildly defeated. We got the Sharks.
And a lot of
American Sharks. And a lot of,
getting to that point at least.
Right. But ESM7 boys showed up, and Tristan, you guys could go check out their YouTube stuff. They're a lot of fun. Tristan is their host.
I think he sold him a boat while we were in there.
Very likely.
Yeah.
He's the man for the job for being their host, because he's over there hanging with us. Eddie goes and buys us a round of beer, and Tristan goes, "Hey, that's Drakulas over there. They just finished interviewing with Sounds of NorCal. You want to talk to him?" And we're both like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he walks over, chats with him for a couple minutes, and he gives us the get ready signal as he brings them over.
Yeah, it worked out perfectly.
Great.
Yeah, because get one interview, that would have been a poor day, but we definitely, and it was a really, really good interview too. I had a great time talking to those guys. Yeah.
So speaking of, let's let them hear it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here you go, guys. It's Drakulas, Austin, Texas-based band.
Or Drakulas.
Drakulas.
Not sure.
Drakulas. I don't know. I'm getting
plural
worse.
Of Dracula. I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
It's canon now.
All right. With that, here you go.
Hey guys, this is Shane. We're at Aftershock 2016. We're sitting here with Drakulas. They've graced us with their presence. Thanks for coming by, guys.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Give me real quick self-introductions.
My name's Mike, and I'm the singer in the Drakulas.
My name's Sam. I'm the drummer.
I'm Zach, and I'm the guitar player.
Awesome. So how's Aftershock treating you guys so far?
So far, so good. A lot better than the airlines treated us as far as getting here.
Oh, shit.
But once we got here, it's been actually really, really great, and the weather's awesome, and I love being here. This is awesome.
I played it 2 years ago with another band, and it was great then, and it's great now.
What band was that?
I'm Rise Against. I'm in Rise
Oh,
Against.
okay.
Yeah.
Right on, right on.
Yeah.
Love that band.
We did. Thank you very much.
Yeah, they're all right.
We're making a record right now. But this is my other thing with these guys, and these guys are in a band called the Riverboat Gamblers as well.
Right, okay.
Greatest band in the world. And
I quit that shit.
Yeah, he quit it. But that's what we are.
Okay.
And we all we're all from Texas, so him and I have known each other for 20 years now. We always wanted to play together.
Okay.
And finally got it. We're able to do it. And just kind of squeezing it into holes. We're squeezing it into holes is what we're doing. But we have a record coming out in November on Dirt Nap Records.
Okay.
And so we're out promoting that shit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
None of us have ever squeezed anything into a hole.
I don't believe that.
We've broken the hole open with our.
Where did you guys fly out here from Texas?
Yeah, we
Okay.
flew from Texas.
That's not too bad of a.
Oh, it
leg.
is when Delta's in charge of flying you here.
I never
and
fly
they
Delta.
give you fucking 14 hours of layover time.
What? From
I don't know
Texas?
if you can say the F word, but I think
Yeah, you
it's
can. Go
really-
for it.
It's literally part of their name, fucking Delta.
Let the
at this
expletives
point.
fly.
Yeah. It's literally.
Cinnabon vouchers.
No, no Cinnabon vouchers.
It's today, and they actually gave us vouchers for the whole flight.
Oh,
So that's good. So we
that's
ended up
all right.
basically not paying for it. The way Drakulas works as well is like we do, because of our other schedules, we do fly out and do stuff a lot. So
Right,
that'll work out for us in the future. We'll see.
Because you guys, your other projects are still very active and very
Yeah.
things are still going on with those
Yeah.
other bands.
Rise has been home for a while. We played 4 festivals in the summer, and now we're recording a record.
Okay.
So that record will come out. We'll see. Well, I don't exactly know when, but
Right? Don't make any commitments.
Drakulas, we don't ever call this a side project. I think that's such a shitty thing to
It's
call
just
something
another
that-
project,
It's just
right?
another
Yeah.
project. It's something you're putting so much time and effort to, and sitting for 15 hours in an airport, it doesn't feel like a fucking side project.
And it burns up time, right? Like,
Yeah, it's a lot of, and it's work. We're just, I don't know. It's just good to make more art that's not
Right.
with the same thing. I think
you don't bust out and start making art in the airport.
Yeah. No, we almost moved in. It was like that Tom Hanks movie where he's stuck between countries.
So what
or whatever.
airport were you guys stuck at the longest?
Salt Lake City.
Oh,
I became Mormon for about a couple hours. We were there so long.
it's
Yeah.
not the worst
Great.
airport to be stuck at. I mean, it's not the best,
Yeah.
but it's not the worst.
Yeah.
At least the beer wasn't 2-3 beer or whatever that is that they
Right,
have there.
right.
It was real beer.
New Orleans, I think, is the worst airport to get stuck at for me. Louis Armstrong, everything shuts down at like 6 o'clock, like all the shops and everything. So you're sitting there in a ghost town of an airport from 6 o'clock till whenever you're
I've just
flying.
flown
It's
through it, but
awful.
Just tell us, guys, a little bit of what your sound is. Obviously, people know your other acts. What does Dracula sound like? What do you play?
Well, we're kind of dipping back to an early 80s, late 70s kind of New York sound, I guess. Kind of a little bit of new wave, but a little bit of the early stages of punk rock where things hadn't quite defined themselves in genres. That's kind of what we're going for.
Nice.
And it's a concept band where all the songs are written out of, fictional characters that live in a kind of hedonistic Times Square taxi driver meets the Warriors kind of world. So a lot of songs about drugs and pornography and just kind of sexual decadence of that time, and also like prostitution and stuff like that.
All
So-
the good stuff.
Yeah, all the good stuff. And it's nice to do write songs from a world that's not our world.
Sure. Pulling from more of a fictional, based on history, but
It's also, the band is all under assumed names. It's not promoted as members of these bands,
Right.
because hopefully we'll get those people, but it's not, if you're really into Rise Against, you might not like Drakulas. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's definitely a different thing, and I think that was not really by design so much as just what kind of came out once we all four got together.
sure, it kind of lets you guys to flex all your creative muscles and not be pigeonholed into this one style of sound.
As a music fan, I love to breadcrumb from one band to their other acts or whatever. It's exciting when you see a band or love doing something completely different, seeing them express themselves in a different way.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so is there any acts you guys are particularly excited to see here this weekend, or?
Face to Face played after us, and I've known those guys for 20. I toured with them 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so that was really awesome. Anthrax were one of my favorite bands. And,
Yeah.
Fortunately, I've gotten to play with them a few times, but they're going to play soon. Slayer. It's a pretty good festival. It's pretty
It's
fucking
a
awesome.
killer
Death Heaven
lineup.
are playing over at the stage we just played, and Death Heaven are great. So yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
I'm really into American Sharks, who played early.
Those
They're
guys
from
are
Austin,
great.
Texas, and
Yeah.
they're great. They're just one of the best bands around.
They're one of the few we got to actually see. because they were early enough. They were fun. They were a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
they're super great.
Yeah, their performance is great. It was a really good time. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This has been a Noisy Snail Studios production. For more great podcasts like this, check out noisysnailstudios.com.